Hello, this is Mahlena Ray Johnson with For Nerdy Girls with Mahlena Ray Johnson. That's me. And today's topic is, but it didn't work for me. Do you want to know the truth about guarantees in business? Okay, then watch the video. And I'll tell you, there are no guarantees in business. So, I, again, am Mahlena Ray Johnson, and I went to Loyola Marymount University for film school. I went to the University of Southern California for business school, where I got my MBA in marketing, entertainment, and entrepreneurship. And for the past 10 years, I've done hundreds of informational interviews, coffee chats, and phone chats with people whose industries I have been interested in. I've gone to hundreds of mixers and conferences to meet people in person and mix and mingle. So I'm immensely qualified to help you with your networking skills. And if you are a professional, creative woman who wants to communicate, collaborate, and connect, then I can help you make more friends in business. So today we're talking about, but it didn't work for me. Do you want to know the truth about guarantees in business? So again, the truth is there are no guarantees in business. And I am going to talk about how the know, like, and trust factors can be more important to your business relationships than experience, knowledge, and skills using the following story. So we're going to cover a swath of topics in a short amount of time, mostly guarantees. So I'm in the coaching world. And since I have been in the coaching world, I've seen a lot of offers from people who are experts in their fields, and they offer guarantees on their programs. So I also see people wondering if they should offer guarantees because they don't want people to be upset if they purchase the program and it doesn't work out for them. So one of the things that I say is, go ahead, fine, that's fine. But as a purchaser of programs, well, in the past, it's March 14th, 2018. So this year I'm really focusing on leading instead of following, and acting instead of researching. Well, I'm doing research too, but really testing things out instead of hypothesizing and theorizing whether things would actually work. So regarding a guarantee on a program, for me, it's not so much that the guarantee exists, but whether I'm going to get something out of this program. So for instance, I have taken multiple programs, which I'm going to actually get to my 3 online business experts that I've mentioned. But the essence that I want to think about is that when I go into a program, now this is not for everyone else, this is just for me. When I go into a program, let's say it was a program on an online course on social media or a class on digital marketing that you might take, I don't go thinking, well, I need to get this better be worth this amount of money or else I'm going to get it back in a certain amount of time. I'm thinking, how can I use this program to get to where I want to go? And if the program isn't showing me that that's the way that I want to go, I'm not going to invest in the first place, because I'm not just spending money, I'm spending my time and energy in a program. So that's what I want to say about guarantees and how this leads into the know, like, and trust factors. So if you are selling anything to anybody, especially now, especially if you are a woman in business selling to and with other women, know, like, and trust factors are very important. And in these 3 examples that I'm going to tell you about, one has 2 of them had no guarantees, and the last one did have guarantees built in. So the know, like, and trust factors: people want to know you, people want to like you, and people want to trust you. And your ideal clients are going to know, like, and trust you, and that's why they're going to choose you for your services. And they're ideal because they're the right people for you. They have a connection with you that is more important than the service that they are offering. So let's start with the one haircut. So this happened, it had to be over 10 years ago because of all the moving stuff. But one of my friends, my closest friends at the time, got a haircut. And she's not on Facebook anymore, but if she sees this video, hello! She got a haircut, and she didn't like how it looked. And I was like, it looks fine to me. And she says, here, I want you to cut my hair. Now, she'd come over to my house well, we were supposed to hang out, but she also just said, okay, you're going to cut my hair. And I'm like, I don't know why I'm going to cut your hair. First of all, our hair isn't similar. Second, I have never cut hair before. And two, I'm not really a hair person. I'm not someone who was, well, I don't know at the time YouTube was in existence or even showing videos, but there was nothing that qualified me to cut someone else's hair. She's just like, just trim a little off the bottom. I was like, okay. So I did it, and she was happy. And I was like, okay, can we, can go to dinner now? So the thing that I want to share there is that sometimes people will identify you as the solution to their problems, even though you're not necessarily conveying that, yes, I have that skill or I have any knowledge or experience in that area. But there's something about you that they know, like, and trust, and are confident that you will do the job for them, regardless of how much experience you have in that field. In this instance, I have no experience in that field. I have no knowledge or skills or even interest, but someone knew, like, and trusted me and said, you're going to do a good job because I have known you for such a long time and I know, like, and trust you, so let's do this. And she was very happy about how her hair turned out. All right, second, 2 parents. In the past, it wasn't last year, it was the year before that. 2 separate parents found my website online. I think it was the We're Going to College website, maybe my Mahlena.com website. Maybe they found me on LinkedIn. I should have really asked them how they found me. These were 2 separate people, one a parent of a teenager, one the parent of an adult, and they wanted me to tutor their children. They could have, there's no way that they skipped over everything else that is out there for you to find a tutor in a specific subject for your child. But somehow they said, yeah, Mahlena, I'm going to trust you with tutoring my child. I'm still stunned at how that happened because I haven't figured out how to recreate that SEO, but I did tutor their children, and they're like, okay, I see what's happening and I see what needs to be done for my child. And I didn't have more experience than other people in those areas. There is a huge tutoring industry in place already that has the experience, people with more knowledge than me in tests, people with more skills, and they have money back guarantees. Like, if you take a class and it doesn't work out, then they'll give you your money back. But for some reason, these parents said, okay, I'm going to trust Mahlena with my child, and they did. And I was like, okay, great. So again, you don't have to be the best person out there. You don't have to be the most amazing person out there, but if someone sees you and believes in you and trusts you, that's what is bringing you to them and them to you. Okay, third, 3 online business experts. Okay, so over the course of a year and almost a year and a half now, yeah, it would be a year and a half now, I tried 3 different things to help my business, 3 different online courses. First one, I'm not going to say all the names, but I will describe them. The first one was about online courses. The second one was about how to earn a certain amount of money in a certain amount of time. The third one was how to find your first clients. The first one, in the first and second instance, both of these gentlemen selling these courses were very well established. They have a huge track record. They have people that they can show who have taken the course and who have done well in the course, and they are often making money on what the product is. And they were very confident, and they didn't allow for the fact that most of the stuff that they were talking about really works for their target market, which is men between the ages of 24 and 35. And I am not a man between the ages of 24 and 35. So the people that I was trying to target, women between the ages of 25 and 44, don't respond as well to those tactics that were being set out. But they were really confident. They had the experience, they had the skills, they had the knowledge. Why wasn't it working for me? And that was something I struggled with until I found the third course from a woman who had been a student of the second course person. And her tactics were, and her strategies, putting all the tactics together, made sense for me because I was a woman talking to other women. And the things that she suggested made more sense. Also, her course was less than half the cost of the other two courses. I was like, well, I mean, there are less components, but it was more effective for me because it made sense for me. Instead of trying to fit into what made sense, this worked because we have a similar mindset, we're targeting similar people. It just made sense. So I want you to know that, and all three of these had a guarantee. I did not go into any of them thinking, well, I better do this so that I can get my money back guaranteed. That wasn't it. I wanted to actually make my business work. And the third course from the woman who is speaking to other women really worked for me. So I want you all to think about all of this stuff that I put together. That sometimes things don't work out, including in networking. Sometimes things don't work out. There is no guarantee in networking either. Sometimes you will reach out to people that you think are the most amazing people, and why wouldn't they love you? And they're just not in a place to love you the way that you want to be loved. Or you reach out to someone who you think would never respond to you, and they do, and they love you, and you can't figure out why, but you can ask them. And then there are people who you think will help you and don't. People who people whom you think will help you and will, and people who you think would never help you and they don't. Don't worry about trying to get all the people to love you, to have these guarantees when you go out networking in person or online. Think about the possibilities, not the possibility of failure. Don't think of excuses to fail. Think of reasons to succeed. That's a quote that I like to use that comes from the Junies episode of Designing Women. So again, people want to know, like, and trust you, and there's no guarantee that they will, but sometimes they will, and it will be amazing. So I want you to remember that. Sometimes there are people who are going to be attracted to you. You have no idea why, but it's going to work and it's going to be great. And there's other times when you think you got it completely right, and this person has all the knowledge and skills and experience to back it up, and it still doesn't work. So I want you to still go out there, and I want you to email me at fornerdygirls@gmail.com. And I also want you to leave a comment if you're on Facebook. And if you are ready to have a networking breakthrough and you think, Mahlena can do it for me, I know she can, then email me at fornerdygirls@gmail.com. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.